Students. Myself Suraj Kumar Soni, and we are going to study about the chapter number 12, natural resources. This is the part number second. Part first we have already studied. If you don't see this video, just go and watch the video. There are some important points we have discussed in the earlier video. The points are that just importance of the source of the energy and conventional source of energy, non-conventional source of energy, renewable source of energy, non-renewable source of energy, and biogas, bioplant. So many important points we have studied on the last video. This is the part number second of the class 10 science. Now we start. In this video we will study some points. The some points are those: wind energy and wind energy, alternative and non-conventional source of energy, solar energy, working of solar cooker, working of solar plate, a solar cell, tidal energy, electricity generation using tidal energy, wave energy, ocean thermal energy, environmental consequence. These are some points we will study in this video. The point first one is wind energy. How the wind energies perform, how the wind is work to generate the electricity. Some important points are given. Just read the go through the point. The first point is in areas which are very windmills are erected, and a windmill consists of the fan-like structure erected on the strong standing support at a considerable height. I think you see the wind energy. Our Jaisalmer area is very famous for the wind energy. Okay, it contain the wind plant, and wind plant contain the so many strong fans. Okay, the strong winds move. Actually, when the wind is moved and attack on the strike on the wind fans, then fan start to rotate and it generate the electricity, and these electricity are stored in our battery. Okay, the strong wind move against the windmills and turns the turbine of the electricity generator. This mechanical energy is converted into the electrical energy. Since the output of the signals windmill is very small, many such windmills have to be erected in a careful chosen place where there is a constant blowing of the winds of at least 15 km per hour. This is the known as a wind energy, from which are generally large 2 hectare of the land. Okay, wind energy are this. You can use the wind energy like that. Okay, this is the phenomena how we use the wind energy. And now the another point is, what is the advantage of wind energy? What is the advantage of wind energy? And this is very conventional source of energy. First one is, it is a renewable source of energy. It is eco-friendly. There is no any kind of pollutions. Point number second is that renewable source of energy. That is renewable source. We can renew again and again. And point number third is that only constructions happens, expenses involved, but the maintenance is less. Okay, the maintenance is very less because it has no any kind of the dust particles, any kind of the expenditure. Okay, the disadvantage of the wind energy. What are the disadvantages? You should know about that. Every compound, every substance has an advantage when it will always contain a disadvantage. First one is initial establishment of construction is high. Construction is high because it requires so many large area. A lot of open area of wind energy farm is required farm. Okay, the most important thing is energy farm require a lot of area. Okay, the point third is cannot be established anywhere because of the requirement of the open space. Very good, open space is requirement because in the closed area the wind cannot be blow, so we use the open area by which where the wind can blow at the highest speed. That okay, the alternating non-conventional source of energy, that is a wind energy. Now the second point is non-conventional source of energy. With the growing population and industries need, there is a need to look for the source of energy which is environmental friendly, economical, renewables and effective. The first point is the some examples of the non-conventional source of energy is solar energy, energy from the sea, wave energy, ocean thermal energy and the nuclear energy. Okay, there are some 3 points: solar energy, energy from the sea. From the sea we can gain the energy from tidal energy, wave energy and the ocean thermal energy. Okay, the first one we will study solar energy. What is solar energy? The energy we obtain from the sunlight, that is called solar energy. We could it's a very basic point. Okay, sun heat which falls on the earth can be harassment of the various heating and the lighting process. Most of the sun heat is absorbed in the atmosphere. Only very small portion reaches the air earth, that can be harass the energy purpose. Okay, You can see the diagram. This is the sun provide the energy to the earth, reaching at the earth. Okay, the point number 4, a black surface absorb the more heat than a white surface. Okay, a black surface, actually you know the a black surface absorb the highest amount of the light, and white surface reflect the all the light that will it not absorb any too much light. This property is used in the solar cooker, solar water heater, and the solar cell. Working of the solar cooker, how the solar cooker is worked, just see and go through the topics. I think you know the name of the solar cooker. Solar cooker is very most important. It does not need any kind of the electricity. It work on the heat of the solar energy. Okay, just see the theory. It has a reflective mirror of the highly polished glass so that the sunlight is focused into the system. It contains a reflective mirror of highly polished glass. If you want reflection, the one part of the glass should be clean and the other part of the glass should be polished, and it should be rough, by which we get the reflection of the light. Then this is a converted to heat energy. The black surface absorb the more heat. Okay, point number third, the heat is trapped in the sealed glass plastic bag such that the heat does not escape. Okay, point number 4, the food get cooked because of this heat. Okay, when the light reflected, after reflection of light, it get attack on the food and food get cooked. Okay, now the what is the advantage of the solar energy? What are the advantages solar energy? First point is, the most important point is that it is renewable source of energy, actually eco-friendly, easy to install and easy to use. Okay, disadvantage, what is disadvantage? It cannot be used on cloudy and rainy days. Okay, actually it work on the rain, sorry, actually it work on the sunlight, so it cannot be used in the cloudy season, in the rainy season. Okay, now next point is that working of the solar cell and solar panel. Okay, if we see that solar cooker and solar panel, it convert the solar energy into the electricity. The first one is that actually solar cell is contain the cesium cell, cesium element that absorb the sunlight and convert into the electricity. Okay, working of the solar cell and the solar cell, it convert the solar energy into the electricity. Since sunlight will not be available during the cloudy days and the rainy days, the cell can be used when there is sunlight to solar the energy as electricity. Okay, actually the main important thing is that the solar cooker and the solar cell worked on the summer vacation, summer times, not in the rainy days in the cloudy season. And multiple solar cell put together from a solar panel and enhance the quantity of the electricity. Work on the principle of the photovoltaic cell. Photovoltaic cell, I think photovoltaic cell actually is the type of cell that in which when the sunlight strike on the photovoltaic cell, it absorb the energy and the absorb the sunlight and remove one electrons that produce the electricity, and it is stored in the generator. Solar cell are used in the calculator, torch, traffic signals, TV, and the radio rail relay stations. Okay, solar cells are now at this time. Solar cells are used in so many areas like the calculators. Use the calculator, stores, traffic signal, etc. Okay, what is the energy advantage of the solar cells? Solar cells are a renewable source of energy that is eco-friendly, easy to maintain, very useful in the remote location where there is to power crisis. There is the some areas where the power is not possible, then we use the power crisis positions. Okay, in the power crisis area. The next one is disadvantage of the solar cell. Disadvantage of the solar cell is that it does not work on the cloudy area and the cloudy season, rainy season. Initial setup cost is high. Actually solar cell is very expensive, so we can plant at our home for the solar cell for the production of the electricity, but it's a little bit expensive. Okay, then the tidal energy, how the tidal energy is produced, just go through it. Tidal energy means, what is tidal energy? Means it's flow of water. When the flow of water is very high, okay, flow of water, when the water is flow up and down, that is called tidal. And tidal strike on the generator, tidal strike on the turbine, then turbine start to rotate and generate the electricity, that is called tidal energy. Okay, now see the rise and fall of the sea levels caused by the gravitational force exerted by the sun, moon, and rotation of the earth is called the tide. So basically tide is generated by the movement of the sun and the moon. A wave actually excited by the gravitational force. Sorry. Actually, tide is generated by the gravitational force of sun and moon, and by the gravitational force, waters gets go high and down, up and down, up and down. That is called tide, and by this tide we can generate the electricity by the tidal. A wave is not a tide. On a single day, two two high tides and two low tides are usually experienced by the oceans. Okay, how the electricity is generated using a tidal energy. How the electricity can be generated? Okay, just see. Generally, dams are constructed towards a narrow opening of the sea, and dams are formed at the ocean, at the river. When there is a high tide, the increase in water in the sea is stored in the dam. The estuary has the lower level of the water. Actually, estuary is a low level of the water. Water flow from the sea to estuary along the direction shown in the figure, and the turbine rotate. When the water is falls on the turbine, okay, then water turbine start to rotate, it generates the electricity. When when there is a low tide, the estuary has a higher level of water, and flow from estuary to sea along the direction shown in the figure, and the turbine rotate. A turbine rotate, electricity is generated. Okay, by which we can generate the electricity. Now, what is the advantage and disadvantage of the tidal energy? Advantage is that it is renewable source of energy. It is uh, no eco-friendly and more reliable and low maintenance cost. Disadvantage is that initial cost is very high. Actually, for the establishment of the tidal energy is very high. Limited power generation because tides happen only twice a day. Actually, the tides are generated two times in a day. That's why the production of the electricity is very low. Not environmental friendly because construction of the dams could harm the aquatic plants and the animals. We can say that yes, it is right. Actually, we form the dams, and dams are very harmful for the aquatic animals and the plants. The next point is the wave energy. Okay, how we can generate the wave energy and what is the importance of wave energy? Now the next point is the wave energy. How the wave energy is formed. Wave actually caused by the strong and the blowing on the surface of the ocean. Kinetic energy of the waves is used to generate the electricity. A structure, as shown in the figure, is erected in the sea which has a piston attached to a turbine. Wave energy. Wave is caused by the strong wind blowing on the surface of the ocean. When the wind is blowing together on the surface of the ocean, by which we can generate the energy, that is called the wave energy. The next point, you can see this is the okay, and raising waves are blowing at the surface of the ocean. When we apply the piston, the piston is going to raised at the falling waves. Then waves are fall, the piston is falling. The other end of the piston touches the ocean water. When there is a raising waves, the level of the water increases, pushing the piston to upwards. The piston is turned connected to the turbine which rotate the electricity is produced. When there is a falling waves, the level of the water decreases, pushing the piston downwards. The piston is in a turn concert to a turbine which rotate the electricity is produced. Okay, this is the another way we can generate the electricity by the waves. The next point is the advantage of the wave energy. It is more reliable, renewable source, low maintenance cost. This is the importance of the energy. Wave energy. The second point is disadvantage of the wave energy. It is initial cost is very high and not environmental friendly because setting up the plant could harm the aquatic plants and the animals. Now the another point is that ocean thermal energy. How do we generate the electricity energy from the ocean? Now the another point is that ocean thermal energy. What is the ocean thermal energy? Actually, the surface of the ocean is at the highest temperature than the layers below. This is because of the sun heat warms up the upper layer of the sea. This temperature difference in exploited to generate the energy. A minimum temperature difference of 20 degrees centigrade is needed between the water at the surface and the depth of the about 2 kilometer. This require ocean thermal energy conversion of the plants which convert the ocean thermal energy into the electricity. Ocean thermal energy conversion plant, how the we generate the electricity from the ocean thermal energy. Just see it. The water at the surface of the ocean which is at the higher temperature vaporize the liquid ammonia. When the temperature of the ocean of water increases, then the ammonia convert into the vapor. The vapor ammonia now moves the turbine which generate the electricity. When the vapor ammonia strike on the surface of the turbine start to rotate and generate the electricity. The vapor ammonia then is condensed using the water at the bottom layer of the ocean. It now again become the liquid ammonia. Okay, when the temperature decreases and the pressure increases, this liquid ammonia again convert into the liquid. Okay, this is the again heated and convert into the vapor, and this ammonia vapor strike on the surface of the turbine. It rotate and generate the electricity and store in the battery. Okay, what is the advantage of the ocean by which that is a process by which we can generate the electricity? And what is the advantage of the ocean thermal energy? Actually, this is renewable source of energy, more reliable and no maintenance cost. And disadvantage is that initial cost is very high. Initial cost means when we start up it's very high, and the not environmental friendly because construction of the such plant and could harm the aquatic plants and the animals. So it has some disadvantage. The next topic and the last topic is the environmental consequence. This is the point. And environmental consequence, how these energy source are important for our environment. The some source of energy, coal, petroleum, are non-renewables cause from harm to the environment. And this means the non-renewable source, for example fossil fuels, coal, petroleum, diesel, causes the harmful effect on our environment. In the other cases, through they do not cause the harm to the environment, the setup and the maintenance cost. Windmills, solar energy is very high. The third point is that so there is continuous research going to on use the energy which is environmental friendly, renewable, economical and efficient. Okay, so this is the most important point of your this chapter. We have done it, and this is the we have finished our chapter. And just see this video again and again and learn the topics and the points. And this is chapter very important. You will get the 2 to 3 marks question from this chapter. And there are some homework for you. Write the difference between the conventional source and non-conventional source of energy. I told you earlier in this video, in the last video. If you do not see the last video, just see the last video. How we generate the, this is the part number first of natural resources, how we generate the energy from the ocean. And a point question number third is that what is the solar energy, describe their advantage and disadvantage of the solar energy. Point number question number 4, what is the wind energy? Okay, and thank you so much for watching this video. And tomorrow we will see the next chapter of your class 10th. Okay, thank you, bye, thank you so much.